Hello my dear students, today's class we are going to learn new topic transport and communication. In this lesson first we will learn about the transport means what. In the transport we will learn meaning of transport, different modes of transport. Next we will learn about communication, what is communication and different means of communication. My dear students, you have understood, and in your textbook it is staying connected. Staying connected is a topic name. In that two always we will be connected to transport also and communication also in our day-to-day life. First let us learn about the transport. Introduction. Transport helps us to move from one place to another. Communication helps us to stay connected with our loved ones. It also helps us to keep abreast of everything going on around us. In today's world, transport and communication have practically shocked the globe. Traveling to near and far off places has become fast, comfortable and convenient. Better transport facilities have improved movement of goods across the world. Technological developments in the field of engineering like automobiles, computer, electronic appliances, etc. have played a major role in bringing the world closer. Let us understand the different modes of the transport and communication. Transport. The movement or transfer of people, animals and goods from one place to another is referred to as transport. The movement or transfer of people, animals and goods from one place to another is referred to as transport. The different modes of the transport are as follows. On land, roadways and railways. On water, inland waterways and international waterways. In air, domestic airways and international airways. Road transport. Transport on land is called roadways or road transport. Roads provide door-to-door transfer of people and goods. Vehicles ply on the road. For example, bicycle, scooter, rickshaw, car, bus or truck. The state government ensures that public road transport is affordable for the benefit of the people. Animal-driven vehicles are such as bullock carts, camel carts, horse carts, and even mountain dog sledges in slow flat regions in the world are used in rural areas or areas with difficult terrains. National Highway Authority of India, that is NHAI, constructs and maintains national highways, which are important roads linking major cities and state capitals of India. State highways maintained by the state governments are road networks connecting important cities and towns in the state. In the roadways, again there are two types, metallic roads and kacha road. Metalled roads and kacha road. Metalled means what? Roads made with stone and clay. And kacha road, unmetalled roads Okay, students, you have understood now. The Grand Trunk Road is one of the oldest highway in India. GTR. What is the full form of GTR? Grand Trunk Road is one of the oldest highways in India. During the British period, it connected the present-day cities of Kolkata, West Bengal to Peshawar, Pakistan. In post-independent India, the GTR connects Amritsar to Kolkata. The Golden Quadrilateral is a highway network that links India's four large cities, namely Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, and Kolkata. This is what about the roadways, more information. Now, let us learn about the railways. Railways facilitate the movement of a very large number of people or quantum of goods from one place to another. It is one of the preferred modes of transport when the distance to be covered is very long. People use railways to travel to different places for their work, education, business, sightseeing, pilgrims, or visiting friends and families. Additionally, goods are transported via railways to places far and near for trade. Goods trains carry the largest amount of heavy and bulky raw materials and finished products across the length and breadth of the country. Some of the goods include cement, food grains, fertilizers, heavy machinery, and automobiles, etc. Nowadays, trains mostly run on electricity. Metro trains in Delhi, Kolkata, Gurgaon, Mumbai, Noida have easy daily commuting and reduced the travel time of local people. Railways are another mode of transport on land which is cheaper also and also faster for long distance transportation. Trains run on rail lines called tracks which are laid on land. Some super-fast trains in India such as the Sabarmati Express and the Rajdhani Express travel at speeds of over 100 kilometers an hour. Presently, a fast railway system called the metro, which run on a network of both elevated and underground tracks, runs within many cities like Delhi, Kolkata, Gurgaon, Mumbai, Noida. Waterways. Waterways are water transport involves the use of inland waterways as well as seas and oceans. It is a cheaper mode of transport than land and air transport. Mode of transport across water bodies include boats, steamers, and ships of all sizes. Water transport is a slower but a cheaper way to carry heavy goods over long distance. This is because it involves no expenditure on construction other than building and maintenance of boats, trawlers, and ships. Water transport is largely used to move heavy and bulky goods at low rates to coastal regions, both inside and outside the country. International trade also benefits greatly from this mode of transport. Inland water transport uses inland waterways like canals and rivers. These are managed and planned by the Inland Waterways Authority of India, which was constituted in 1986. Waterways are mainly of two types: inland waterways and sea and oceanic routes. India has a wide network of inland waterways in the form of rivers, backwaters, and canals. Sea and oceanic routes are connected by ports. India has 13 major ports. Some major ports are Jawaharlal Nehru Port, it is located in Mumbai; Cochin Port, Chennai Port, Visakhapatnam Port, Kolkata Port, and Port Blair Port. Airways. Transport using air as the mode of traveling is called airways or air transport. It is the fastest means of transport and is thus the most expensive one as well. Both aeroplanes and helicopters are very useful during natural disasters for relief work and rescuing people from affected areas. A large number of cities in India are connected by air routes. Aeroplanes can fly over mountains, deserts, and oceans. State capitals and important towns are connected by domestic airways, while towns and cities of other countries are connected by international airways. International airports are present in major cities of the country. Airways help in transport of high value and time sensitive goods like sophisticated machines, costly drugs, urgent medical supplies, and perishable commodities such as exotic flowers, fish, vegetables. Airways are advantageous during the time of natural disasters and calamities as they help save lives by delivering basic amenities like food, medicines, and clothing. Okay, my dear students, this is the staying connected in the topic transport and communication you have understood. Okay, thank you, students.